Hello to everyone, my name is Colin Matthews, and if you're new here, I've been building a startup in public on this channel since March 2022 with the goal of reaching $1 million in annual recurring revenue. Dropboard is my product, and I'm billing it as the world's friendliest hiring platform. If you've been following this channel because you're watching Dropboard videos, I wanted to announce right out of the gate that Dropboard now has its own channel, so go to youtube.com/@Dropboard. I would love to have you all as subscribers there. So it's week 134. It's been a while since my last video, and it feels like it's time to dip behind the scenes a little bit. I'll give you an update on where I'm heading with Dropboard, but first I want to get into the personal side of what it's like to be a founder and the highs and lows that I am specifically facing. Let's get into it. Dropboard is way beyond profitability. We're taking in at least 10 times our core costs right now. However, it's not yet fully meeting my personal needs. Our family has 3 young kiddos, so even our minimum expenses are quite high. When Dropboard reaches the level needed for our living costs, things are going to kick into a whole other gear. So this is absolutely the #1 target I have in my sights. There's something I haven't really mentioned before, and it's been a huge hidden piece of this journey. Unfortunately, I still feel like I can't really talk about it. Hopefully I'll be able to share more in the coming months as things unfold, but for now it's just worth saying that there's something very big that's been going on in the background of all of this, and for now it's led me to split my time between working on my startup and consulting for other startups. You know how they say if you want to get something done, give it to the busiest person you know? I super feel that right now. If you're wondering what life is like as a hectic founder, this is some of the stuff that I'm dealing with. One, I'm a parent to 3 young kiddos in 2 different schools. This aspect of my life is a lot, obviously. We have 3 different personalities to work and switch between, and what one kid needs isn't always what another kid needs. I volunteer as much as I can at school. The past 2 years, I was on the PTSA board, and I've also been teaching a coding club every week. When you're a parent, you also have extra responsibilities in regards to your spousal relationship. Working to be a good partner goes hand in hand with parenting. You have to be concerted about creating space for your relationship. It's also really important to remember to sometimes do what's best for me. That way I don't lose myself in the chaos of being a parent. Another thing going on is that I'm supporting a spouse who runs her own business. Rachel runs Cheeky Little Goat, where she makes blankets and other items that people rave about. You'll find her at markets sometimes on the weekends, and her products are in several stores throughout Indiana. On that note, if you ever find yourself in Nashville, Indiana, you'll find the cutest store called Rivers and Roads, and she's got a huge Cheeky Little Goat display there. What she's done has been so exciting to watch, but it can be tough when both partners in the household run their own business. You're doubled up on the challenges that come from being owners instead of employees. There are flexible schedules, but no time off. There's extreme job satisfaction, but no health benefits. And specifically for Rachel's business, she deals with physical products, so there's a ceiling on what she can earn. So to help meet living expenses, I occasionally am helping other startups by doing contract work, and this makes the time slots of my days extremely tight, which has pushed me to squeeze every little moment I have to make it as impactful as possible. And of course, I have this channel where I'm sharing my journey with you guys. This is a fun part of my life, but each video takes a lot of work, and that's why you've seen sporadic updates from me lately. When everything else is pinching my time, video production is one of the first places that has to slide. All of this has been going on for the past 2.5 years straight, and it's just been me. It's what I was built for, but the pressure can be a lot. In any given day, I'll have customers to respond to, sales to make, product to build, work to collaborate on with other startups, and children to parent and chauffeur around. As a practical example of what this does to me, when my day starts, I have to have my head prepared for exactly what I'm doing. I don't want any go time to be wasted trying to figure out what I should be working on. So every shower, every drive, every moment I have to myself, I'm planning and I'm organizing my moves so that when I'm on keyboard, I'm totally unlocked and can move at my fastest pace. It also means late nights a lot, and that's something that you have to manage so that you don't get burnt out, but it is definitely part of my weekly schedule. This may have some of you wondering why I haven't pursued investment for Dropboard. After all, Dropboard would be an excellent investment opportunity, and honestly, I wouldn't need that much to take it where it needs to be. We've got paying customers raving about the product. It's a very stable market to play in, and Dropboard has found its voice in terms of what it is and where it's going. But I fundamentally don't want this path. I can make a whole video just on this topic, but it really kind of distills down to this. With another founder, or maybe 2 or even more founders than that, you're forever linked in your philosophies and the trajectory of your company. Maybe that's no big deal, and you're on the same page enough that it's win-win. But it's also easy to start off in one direction and then later discover you ultimately don't want the same thing. And depending on the emotional maturity and experience of you and your other co-founders, this might be a manageable hurdle, or it might be a major roadblock to the path that you want to take. And to me, pursuing investment is similar. The right investors could do wonders for your startup and fix holes in your business. Others just might be a source of funding and not offer logistical assistance. Either way, it could be argued that you now now have a more important stakeholder than your customers, and your customer is where all the answers are. But I would say that something more than that is on my mind. With investors, it becomes much harder, if not impossible, to choose an outcome that doesn't prioritize exit value. I want all options on the table. I want the best thing for my customers, for my product, for me. I don't want to be forced into artificial treasure hunts or sacrificing my work-life balance. I feel like I've worked really hard to get the kind of balance I have today, and I don't want anybody messing that up. And although this journey's already taken quite a long time, every step of progress has become a stable pillar in the foundation of this startup. Things are so healthy right now, in my opinion, and it's put me very close to being permanently in control of a highly successful business. So that's daily life for me right now, and it is a lot to balance, but it's still all very exciting to me. Let's shift gears now and talk about what's going on with Dropboard. I get constant questions now from customers asking when a feature is going to be launched. That's a pressure that's challenging, but it's a very good problem to have. And to get the fastest development velocity, I need to thicken Dropboard's revenue stream. And I need to balance that effort, the sales and the marketing, with launching product updates so I can keep that buzz growing. I've been researching a lot on affiliate programs, and I think it's the perfect marketing vehicle for Dropboard. An affiliate program is where you give commissions to influencers, reviewers, bloggers, and customers for bringing in new sales. You create a network of evangelists where you put everyone on the same goal and you all share the profits. I think it'd work particularly well for Dropboard because Dropboard provides recurring revenue, which creates ongoing passive income. And as a product, Dropboard gets very high praise from users, so it's easy to convert if you get the right people in the door. It's also a really sticky product. If you get your hiring process set up with Dropboard, you don't want to change it. And I'm prepared to put most of our marketing efforts into this bucket, so we can afford to give high commissions. So that's what I'm setting up right now, and I hope to have the program open to the public very soon. Before I got really going with the affiliate program, I felt like it was time for a marketing refresh on all our website content. After all, affiliates are going to need a very clear marketing presence so that A, they choose us as something that they want to sell, and B, they get a clear understanding of what this product is. If you've been following me from the beginning, you'll know that Dropboard's gone through many iterations on presenting itself. And that's what you got to do. You got to take a stab and get something simple out there. You think you know what you're building, but you need to get in with your customers to really discover what your voice is. So in the beginning, it's important not to take too long getting those pages perfect. And over time, my understanding of what Dropboard is has morphed. The AppSumo lifetime deal that I did this summer was a major reason to help me find Dropboard's voice. And so now I've just launched a whole new marketing website for Dropboard, focusing on the social proof and 5-star reviews that I've got. And that's led me to break the product down into 6 segments, targeting 4 basic types of customers: companies doing in-house hiring, freelance recruiters, recruiting agencies, and entrepreneurs running job boards. Let me show you the new marketing pages for Dropboard. So the first thing is making the testimonials and social proof just front and center. I feel like that's such a good piece of what Dropboard has that I want to make sure that's very clear. And then instead of just going into every single feature that the product has, I really want to break people out to self-select where they want to go to discover more about the product. So I have this section here. I've got it, hiring and recruiting, broken out into 4 different sections about how Dropboard achieves each of these goals. And then I have a section for entrepreneurs and agencies. So people who work with clients or who publish lots of different jobs from different clients and want their own presence on their own branded website. In-depth marketing pages like these are so much easier to build now than before with all the guessing we would have to do. And if you're a seasoned founder, as you're building those marketing pages early on, you'll feel and notice that kind of dissonance when you realize you don't fully know your product yet. And that's a healthy instinct. You need to listen to that and realize where you are in the process and just do your best in the moment and know that you're going to find your way to extrapolate on that and get a clearer understanding as time progresses. This work of building these marketing pages was pretty tough for me, but ultimately I feel like it flowed pretty naturally because I'm so in sync with my product, my customers, and the vision for the future. As always, thank you guys so much for being here for my journey. Life is a lot right now, but I feel like there are breakthroughs so close to cracking through the surface, and I'm so appreciative of you guys being here to witness it.